I recorded a meltdown yesterday, not for attention, not for sympathy, but because I had absolutely nothing left to hide. Yesterday I attended my therapy session, and I really need to tell you, I have to be honest with you. It didn't comfort me. It didn't calm me down. It tore me open. I walked in thinking I was prepared. I've been talking about addiction, I've been talking about gambling, I've been talking about lying, I've been talking about the emptiness. I thought I was already exposed, but little did I know that therapy doesn't deal with stories, it deals with only the truth and nothing but the truth. And look, yesterday, the truth didn't whisper, it ambushed me. I was just not ready. My therapist asked one question, not dramatically, not aggressively, but he asked me, "Whew, when last did you stop feeling safe being yourself?" When he asked me this question, my body started reacting even before my mouth would. I felt, ugh. My chest tightened. My throat felt so closed and clogged. My hands started shaking uncontrollably. I think that was when I realized something that's terrifying, that I don't just have a gambling problem, but I also have a self-abandonment problem. And that's what hurt me the most. Look, gambling wasn't the disease, but gambling was the anesthetic. Stick with me. I'm not sure if you get this. You know, I used it. I used it as an escape. I used it to silence a whole lot of shame and a whole lot of pain that I was going through. For me, it was like my numbing agent. Not sure if that's right, but you get what I'm saying. I used gambling to escape responsibility. I used it to avoid feeling small. I used it to avoid feeling unworthy. And yesterday, therapy took that anesthetic away from me. There was no distraction, no numbing, no escape. I had to face the truth for exactly what it is. I felt such a heavy meltdown because I couldn't handle finally having to face the truth without no escape, without no anesthetic. Here's the thing that nobody tells you about regarding therapy. Healing doesn't feel like relief at first. It feels like grief because remember, you have been through a lot of mental pain. You have faced a lot of mental struggles. So at first, it feels like grief. You grieve. You grieve the person you could have been. You grieve the damage that you have caused. You grieve all the years that you have lost and the lies that you told to survive. Right now, I'm realizing that I didn't melt down because I was weak. I melt down because I was dissociating. I'm not sure if you get me, but stay with me. You know what's the hardest thing I admitted to myself during therapy yesterday? It was the fact that I don't fully trust myself yet, and that scares me a lot. It's very scary because how can I not trust myself, but I'm really thankful that I showed up anyway. I sat in that chair anyway. I spoke to the therapist anyway, and I stayed present. No distractions, no pain numbing, and for the first time, I didn't run away from facing my issues and my realities. This channel is called My Final Chance for a reason because I'm on a healing journey, but I'm not fully cured. And this is not because I'm strong every day, but it's because I'm choosing honesty over hiding. And if you're watching this video and this is you, and therapy scares you as well, I need you to know that you are not alone. And yes, therapy has to scare you because when you're undergoing therapy, it puts you in a point whereby there's just nothing to hide anymore. No more bushes, no more pain numbing, no more gambling anesthesia. It's just you facing the truth and the reality of how things are where you are in your recovery journey at this moment. So, if you're also addicted to gambling and you feel that therapy scares you, yes, that's good. Therapy should scare you because the life you want is on the other side of the truth that you keep on avoiding. Well, I'm still here, still beautiful, still glowing, still standing, still doing the hard work of recovery, still showing up. And tomorrow I will show up for myself again. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers. Catch you on the next video. Love you back.